Okay, so this is going to be a test of the gimbal as well as the DJI mic with my wind screen on it. Again, I'm trying to do a better job holding this gimbal as I, just go around, walking around, making sure that I try and keep myself centered as much as possible. It's a little bit more difficult than I anticipated, but this is using the RAW camera app that comes with the Samsung. But I'm going to be playing around with that here. DJI has their own, they have their own camera app that works in conjunction with the gimbal that helps with essentially making sure that the tracking of your face stays in one spot, so it tries to keep your face in the center of the screen. But yeah, like I said, this is the first time I'm using the DJI mic with the windscreen. It's supposed to help essentially with your basically help with your overall sound, keep the wind out. So we'll see how things go when we go to upload this and see how things sound on the computer. So other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. Like I said, I'm still trying to get used to using the gimbal. There's a lot of work that I got to do to basically figure out where on the where I need to hold it, and then of course at the same time just getting used to walking around in the walking around with a gimbal in hand, trying to not look absolutely out of my mind, because you've got other people walking around. I'm just walking around in the neighborhood. Let me change this a little bit, just giving it like full ability to just kind of do somewhat what it wants to do. But yeah, I'm just in the neighborhood going for a little bit of a walk, and hopefully we'll see how this all works out. I'm going to upload it to PC here soon, and then again, a lot of it is just working on learning the equipment, because at the end of the day, you can have the nicest equipment in the world. If you don't know how to use it, then what's the point really? So like I said, it is 6:40ish, almost 6:45 here in Macomb, Michigan. And yeah, just taking a stroll around the block, trying to play around with the settings on the gimbal, on the mic, and we'll see how things go when I put it back on the PC. I'm probably not going to be playing around too much with editing, but the main thing really is we just want to make sure that the microphone's picking up what it's supposed to be picking up first and foremost. And then, yeah, at the same time, we just want to make sure that, things sound the way that they're supposed to sound. They look the way that they're supposed to look. And then, yeah, we just go from there. So probably pause this for a little bit, and then we'll reconvene. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're picking up again. I just want to change see what the video settings look like when I have the sun coming from a different direction. One of the things that I'm playing with as well with this setup is using the Pro video settings on the Samsung Galaxy S20. I've been taking a course to try and learn a little bit more about, how to set up your camera. One of the things that I learned is that when you use your regular camera, you usually have it has the white balance that's set to auto mode. And you don't want that, because what happens is when you have your white balance set to auto mode, you'll kind of see, I don't want to call it shadows, but overall your video just starts to change the way it looks different depending on how much light is in the scene. If there's not a lot of light, you'll see sometimes that your camera will artificially, or the video will artificially get brighter on you. So that's one thing that you got to look out for. But if you put it in Pro mode, you don't have to worry about all that stuff, because the features are automatically you know, you just, I wouldn't say automatically, but you set it to one position, and you basically just leave it at that, and then you don't have to worry about it. So got a couple dogs over there at that house. They always bark every time you walk by, but yeah, so the key thing with the white balance is it just makes your video look way more professional. You don't see shades of light changing all the time. If light does change, it's natural, you know, the sun's setting, you kind of dip in or behind a house or whatnot. So that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, I'm using the front facing camera. I got to play around, or yeah, I guess you call this the front facing camera. I got to play around with the rear facing camera and, you know, just see how that works out. But, you know, for the sake of what we're going to be doing, or at least what I plan to be doing, I think I'm going to be doing most of my videoing with this camera here on the front end of the phone. So, like I said, I've got focus set to manual, although I didn't play around with the focus, so hopefully things are in focus. And then I've got the HD settings set to Ultra HD, so we'll see how that that looks when we pull it up on PC. And I have it set to 30 frames. So, like I said, just playing around with things. This is the native Samsung camera app. Using the DJI mic and the DJI gimbal. So yeah, just getting home, and you can kind of see, if you guys have been here, you know where we're at. Those are the plants. And yeah, so we're back. I'm gonna call it quits and then upload this video. So hopefully it looks good. We'll see here in a few minutes.